Good morning, everyone. How are we on this lovely, well, gloomy 2nd of January? And as the title suggests, we're back to normal. Most of the workers have gone back to work. Callum's still off school till next week sometime. So we've got the
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hi, Carla. How are you?
I've got a bald head.
Yes, I shaved his hair yesterday. So not exactly bald as Dennis wanted him to go the other night on the New Year's Eve live stream. So, but yes, I did shave his head yesterday. So how are you this morning, Carla? I hope you're well. Hopefully Bella will be here soon. She is back home. She arrived back home safely yesterday. I did sort of say to Baz, you know, let us know when you're home safely. I got a blow-by-blow account, you know. Carla says she's craving drizzle cake. But yes, I got a blow-by-blow account from Baz. We're on the M1, we're on the M6, and then sort of they did, you know, Bella messaged me, says we're home. You know, we've just sat down, as you do after the holidays. So hopefully she'll be here at some point, and hopefully she'll come on the panel, because she couldn't come on the panel just before Christmas because she was full of cold and whatnot. So hopefully everything's back to normal. Same as I said to Chris last night, I says it's one of them feelings. It's nice to go away, but it's always nice to get back in your own bed. And it's one of them feelings when you get back in your own bed and you go, oh. I know we enjoyed the Isle of Wight tremendously. We didn't want to leave, but we were glad when we got back for the, you know, his own beds. Well, bed, should I say. But yeah, I don't know whether you agree with me, Carla. It's always nice to get back in your own bed. So yeah, we if you can hear a little bit of noise, it looks like somebody's having the car valeted outside. So if you hear a little bit of noise, it could be them outside, like hoovering and jet washing. And yeah, same as we've said. I mean, Isle of Wight is a beautiful place. We didn't really want to come home because we enjoyed it that much, but we were so glad when we got home, when we arrived home, and we sort of couldn't wait to get to bed that night, because there's nothing like your own bed. So what have you got planned for this year? You know, have you got any plans afoot? Hiya, Winter Haze, how are you? Chris has put lazy kids can't be bothered to watch it themselves. Oh, that's interesting. Carla says we have a county just over from me called the Isle of Wight, named after yours. I wonder if they twinned, because a lot of the twin, you know, this sort of same names, sometimes they twinned.
Sheffield's twinned with some, but I can't.
But you see, the Isle of Wight in the UK, you know, as you know, we had to catch a ferry over there, and it is basically an island by itself. So it's part of the UK, but it is like an island just off the UK. So, you know, what have you got planned for your channel this year? Random Life Productions did a short live stream yesterday and sort of saying, you know, I've got this planned, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And I said, because I've been like, well, I was live streaming every day, and then I cut it down to 3. And same as I said, I haven't been here for a while now, missed you. I'm okay, you know, we over the holidays, you know, we have all had colds, but we're getting there, you know.
Had colds.
Yeah, well, Mr. P still got a cold. But I sort of said to Gail, which is Random Life Productions, I've neglected my baking vlogs. And I'll hold my hands up, you know, yes, I have. I'd got sort of all these things planned. I were going to do like the Christmas baking, etc. And it's just, you just haven't got the time. And I've neglected it a bit. And I says, if anything, I want to do more baking vlogs. Obviously, I had the 2 baking books for Christmas. So, if not every week, I'm going to try and do at least one every other week. You know, I have neglected it, and I'll admit I've neglected it over the past few months. We also have Norfolk, my hometown, Suffolk, sorry. Yeah, all in Virginia. Ooh, because you see, Norfolk is, we used to live in Norfolk, like a place called Great Yarmouth. But then sort of on the border of Norfolk, this Suffolk. Yeah. So yeah, you know, Albert Thurston told me hand up and say, yeah, I have been neglecting the baking vlog. My plan is to be more consistent in filming and uploading, schedule and map out time. Yeah, my views are down and part of me wants to give up, but well, you see, this is, hi Vanessa, how are you? This is it, you see. I mean, when the purge came, I lost 20 supporters, but I've gained them back and more. And now I'm sort of on my way to 1,400, which in effect, same as I said, it's given me that boost to try harder. You know, I lost the 20, I gained them back, and I've gained more, and it sort of gave me the momentum to keep. I mean, I was saying, when I lost the 20, I were already sort of yo-yoing backwards and forwards. And I got to that point where I think, you know, why do I bother? Why should I keep doing it? I think we all hit a brick wall at some point. Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly how I felt, Carla, before the purge. Or, you know, sort of week or 2 before the purge, I was sort of, I'd gain some, I'd lose them, I'd gain some, I'd lose them, and it was like that for about 2 weeks. I'd 2-3 weeks, I'd be yo-yoing, losing them, gaining them, losing them, gaining them, and I got to that, you know, I got to that point where I kept saying, well, I seem like I'm flogging a dead horse here. You know, I'm doing the live streams, I'm doing the occasional vlog, but I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Yeah. But I think what you'll find, Carla, is that all of a sudden, you know, you'll gain the momentum back, let's just say. And I were exactly the same. And I sort of said to Pixie, you know, I'm going and interacting in chats. I'm going, I'm sort of putting, you know, on social media, you know, I'm interacting on social media. And I felt, I was exactly the same, Carla. I felt exactly the same. And, you know, for want of a better word, you feel like you're flogging a dead horse because you're not gaining anything from it. You just, like I call it, stuck in a rut. So, but you know, it's as we say, you know, just stick at it. you know, you've got a great channel, you know your stuff, you know, it's like this. I think at some point, I mean, Pixie were the same, you know, when he wanted to get to 2K, it sort of got to a certain amount, and then he were like losing them, not getting the views, and then he says, oh, I'm not going to live stream for a bit, I'll just do the drone vlogs, I'll just do the occasional like upload and things. But then I think he sort of got his purpose back, let's say. It sort of got that zest that, yeah, I can do this. I want to get to 2K. Yeah, says is at 2030, you know, and then this is YouTube.
I got my drizzle back.
Yeah, as he so eloquently put it, he's got his drizzle back. But yeah, I think at some point everyone goes through that stage. You know, same as I say, Pixie went through that stage where he just couldn't be bothered. You know, I'm not going to live stream anymore. You know, I'm going to cut down on this. I'm going to cut down on that. But then he got his, as I call it, his oomph back. You know what I mean? He got that zest for, you know, doing the live streams and, you know, and I'll be honest with you, and I know it's sort of blowing Pixie's trumpet, but the last drone video we did has had, how many now?
Well,
nearly nearly 700.
Well, videos altogether.
Yeah, it's had sort of nearly 700 views. And to say, you know, it's a drone video, it was sort of amazed, you know, the amount of views that it's had.
710 now.
Oh, there you go. I knew it were around the 700 mark. Carla says, I've never done a live. Yeah. But you see, this is what, I mean, I know what business you're in, Carla, and that amazes me. The business that you're in, that you've never actually done a live. I mean, I'm not going to say anything for people that don't know, but I know sort of what business you're in. You know, and that sort of amazes me, the business that you're in, that you've never done a live. It's something that you could, you know. She's actually like a news anchor, a presenter.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Can I have your autograph?
Chris says, can I have your autograph? Yeah, she's actually she's actually a TV presenter, you know. But yeah.
What's your channel?
But you see, that this is, you know, you know, but it's like, in one respect, I can understand it because it's like a busman's holiday. You know what I mean? But you're very confident in front of the camera. You know, it's Fast and Fearless. What did you lose, Pixies? Happy New Year. And to you, Fast and Fearless. No, I didn't lose. Pixies, still around. We're just on about the purge and what is everyone's goals for 2019 and where do you want your channel to go, etc. You know, I mean, that's basically what we're talking about at the moment. You know, have you got anything planned? Have you got anything big in the pipeline? I do know where.
Can we be one of your guests on your show via satellite link?
I feel inadequate to a degree, and I don't know how to set it up and don't know what equipment I need. But I guess all I need to do is ask about that. And yeah, well, you see, there is a lot of tutorials. You see, I'm using a laptop.
What did I lose?
Yeah, I'm using a laptop, and all I've got is like, it's not the built-in webcam, but Google Hangouts. I mean, if you want any advise, Carla, I mean, you can always FaceTime me on Messenger. You know, we can, I'll be honest with you, and we've laughed about this. The very first time I went live, I got there after 2 hours. I mean, Pixie was at the football. I rang Gail, which is Random Live Productions. You know, Pixie set it all up for me before. He says, all you've got to do is this, this, this. And the minute he went out through the front door, it sort of, that rip, I got brain freeze. And I'd forgot everything he'd told me.
Hey, maybe Carla can showcase the last drone video on a channel station, whatever it is.
But you see, the thing is, Chris has got something really, really big in the pipeline. Now, he don't want to say too much.
It's big for me anyway.
Yeah, it's big for him.
Should be done at weekend, all being well.
Yeah, hopefully it should be in motion by the weekend, and it's with a fairly big YouTuber. Well, it's big
in the drone community.
Yeah, in the drone community, he's got a lot of supporters. I'll tell you that much. You know, so he's sort of had that planned a few weeks. You know, we set the ball in motion, asking this quite a well-known YouTuber, you know, can I do not a live interview, but Pixie's sort of sat in front of the camera, recorded his questions, and he sends that to the guy or girl. I just upgraded my pint glass to a 1 litre glass. It's great. I'm able to get more Guinness in it, so it saves the walking to the free. But it's, you see, if you're wondering, Carla, Fast and Fearless is actually from Ireland. So Fast and Fearless, Real Chicks TV, which is Carla, visited Ireland before Christmas. She fell in love with the place. And Real Chicks TV is from America. Yeah. So Fast and Fearless is actually from Ireland. And I mean, another thing that we wanting sort of, we were talking yesterday, myself and Pixie, and says, well, you know, we're going to go away more, you know, even if it's like just for a weekend or, yeah, Carla says she left a piece of her heart in Ireland. And it's like us, Carla, I mean, same as I say, we're just going back to the Isle of Wight, you know, we'd only visited it once before, we loved it then, and we said, well, in future years, we'll come back, and we did. And we fell in love with it all over again. Happy New Year to you, Vanessa.
Happy New Year, Vanessa.
So, you know, it's... I think at some point, we all fall in love with places that we go to, you know.
Don't like skeggy. What's skeggy?
But it's like we want to visit more places, visit more people, you know what I mean? It's sort of this last year or so, what with all my health problems and everything, we've sort of got ourselves stuck in a rut, let's just say. And I said to Pixie last night, I says, you know, we're actually wanting to go to Ireland. You know, same as we've said, if we can just sort of occasionally get away for the weekend, you know, we're not stuck in a rut, we're not sort of looking at four walls.
We can do what we want, go where we want, go to sleep when we want, all that, and eat when we want. Not when somebody's telling us what time we've got to eat.
She says she does the news and also has a talk show.
Oh, what's it called?
But it's same as we've said, you know, we discussed it yesterday, and same as we've said, we feel like because of my health issues, it's been holding us back. We've been stuck in a rut. We want to get out there. We want to get to see, you know, now Pixie's finished work. Callum is...
the cash show, just news is just the news.
Yeah.
Ah. See, that could be your YouTube thingy.
But you see, stop interrupting, Mr. P.
Right.
I forgot what I was saying now. It's made me forget what I'm saying.
We want to get out and about.
Callum's at that age of 16. He's a lot more independent. And it enables us to go out and about more. No, it's not your fault. It's Pixie's fault shouting across the room. It's him that's sort of interrupting me, you know.
My bad.
Making me forget my track of thought. So, oh, she used to be with the national network Fox News channel.
Fox News. Oh, did you?
She was there for 4 years.
Hey. Well, but what years were they so I could go on YouTube it? Whoa.
But yeah, same as you know, we've got that grit and that determination to say, well, look, you know, new year, new outlook on things. Lol, not sure if it's a good thing being from Ireland. Everyone has the wrong idea and thinks we drink 7 nights a week and I'm only on 6. I love to. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be having a YouTube weeks up again. Don't know when.
But you see, the thing is, sort of we've come to this realisation. We've got to get sort of motivated, get out there, get doing things. I mean, we've said we want to go to Ireland. You know what I mean? You know, there's 1 or 2 people from Ireland that we know, and it'd be lovely sort of to go over to Ireland and say, well, look, you know, I know Ireland's a big place and you've got Northern Ireland and you know what I mean, but that don't stop, right, getting together and saying, well, look, you know, nice to meet you. And I mean, we've got Dennis and Emma. We're determined that because they live in Leicestershire, which ain't all that far from us, you know, we said, right, this is it. In the new year, we're going to come up. We're going to go and meet up with people. You know, Dennis and Emma, a lovely couple. Going to go to see Eagle VP again. We've sort of not, yeah, is determined he's going to take the drone to Ireland with him. You know, there's places we want to go and people we want to meet. You've got enough on with wife number 1, let alone wife number 2, mister.
What was it called? The cash show.
Yeah.
I'm Googling.
But you see, same as I've said, you know, you've got enough on with wife number 1, let alone with wife number 2.
The cash show, the news is just the news. Search for Google.
But it's just banter, you know. It just says, "Oh Lord, don't Google me."
You're getting Googled.
But this all stems back to the dinner dance we went to, and Dennis sort of made a comment, "Move over, Chris. Jeanette's just got a new toy boy." So it's like just a bit of banter that we've had between us, like backwards and forwards, you know, and sort of Chris keeps pulling Dennis's leg, saying that that we're going to wife swap, and he's swapping me for Emma, and Dennis is swapping Emma for me, and it's just all banter and just a bit of fun, you know what I mean?
Is it? Oh,
yeah, I've got a bone to pick with you as well, Mr. P.
Oh, what for done?
Promoting Emma, yet you never promote me.
I have done. I've just done it today, actually. What to say?
Fast and Fearless says you can stay at my place anytime. You've like only one thing, you have to share a bed with 3 kids. My house is small.
That's right, I'm having top bunk.
Hi Ruby, how are you?
Ruby slippers.
Have you found Kevin yet?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, yeah. Okay.
Oh, keep up with it, Mr. P.
I know.
It's all right. Ever since Ruby came in the other night and she were on about Kevin, and we kept saying, "Who's Kevin?" She actually meant Keith. So since then, we've been calling Keith Kevin. So Kevin is Keith's alter ego, as I say. So we've pulled Keith's leg about it. Keep calling him Kevin. You know, which do you prefer, Keith or Kevin? And we've had a laugh about it. Sorry that I'm eating while. Ruby says, "Lol, I started a trend." The Fast and Fearless wants to know what part of Ireland. I think I know one of them were Dublin. I'm not sure about the other.
Fox News. I was searching Fox News.
So obviously Carla will Real Chicks TV is actually Carla. So I mean, if you want to refer to as Carla. Base camp was Dublin. Also went to Belfast, Bray, Wicklow Mountains, and Owth. Wow. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Hey,
I did watch your. I didn't say anything, and Alexa's talking to me.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, Carla, Release the Lens is actually Alex. I mean, it's sort of shorter than saying Release the Lens every time, so we just refer to him as Alex. But yes,
when White Rose comes in, we find his name was Thomas.
Thomas, yeah. I did watch your latest.
What's he got one up?
Alex, I watched it yesterday.
Oh, he had to think of all the premiere, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, we forgot all about that. Sorry. Just like, I did comment. I couldn't remember whether I'd commented on it or not, Alex. Yeah, about his goals and everything for 2019. This is sort of what we like loosely discussing today, Alex. You know, what has everybody got planned for this channel? You know, have they got any upcoming vlogs or, you know, places that they're going to visit, and you know, just things like that. I mean, I've sort of said I were letting the baking vlogs, you know, fall by the wayside because of the live streams, and you know, I'm going to be hopefully, if not every week, every other week, you know, try and do a baking vlog. I mean, I was looking through my cookbooks the other day. One that I might do is Devonshire scones. So that's sort of one of the things that I want to do. I want to make scones, you know, Devonshire scones. 3 videos to edit at the moment. I'm going to be focusing on vlogs as well as the cinematic props. some comedy and football videos. Oh, that should be good. You know, and I was just saying to Carla and yeah, Devonshire scones. I think that's going to be my first project. You know, I do still actually want to do the live one where, you know, I get someone actually on Hangouts and they sort of follow me step by step. And, you know, I mean, that's still in the pipeline, but I sort of put that on the back burner at the time. So, yeah, you know, we've sort of said we're going to go out and visit more. We're going to get out and meet up with people, and just things like that. So, what are your plans for 2019 then, Ruby? Have you got anything, you know, specific that you want to achieve this year? You know, have you set yourself certain goals? Have you, you know, have you put your mind to something and says, right, yeah, you know, I'm going to do this? So, same as I say, we just, in a sense, want to travel a bit more, you know, get out of his comfort zone, you know. Pastor Fearless says, right, Carla, I'm here in the middle of Ireland. The only thing around my area is whiskey distilleries, another excuse to drink. Oh, Ruby says she's gonna, she'll volunteer. Okay then, Alex. You know, I understand if you're at work.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we could set up, Ruby. Same as I say, I was going to do the baking live, and then for a certain reason, I had to put it on the back burner. I'm moving. Landlord sent me a note. Oh, I mean, you could understand it if it were just a few dollars. For $100, I mean, that's the, you know, you just can't. You two could do a collab, yeah. You see, this is what I like. You know, I said in Gales, I wouldn't mind doing a collab. You know, I could sort of, same as I said. You know, I mean, it's easy enough to do if, like with the baking, I could film my bit, but I could also send someone else that recipe and say, well, look, you know, here's the recipe, just follow the recipe and let's see, you know, the difference in like methods and how they turn out and way, because let's face it, not everybody does the things the same. I mean, it's like the drone community. Not every single droner films and operates the drone the same. They've all got like what I call little quirks, you know, where, you know, there's something about different about each and every. I mean, it's like Pixie is part of the Yorkshire Drone Seekers. Now, if you watch, I mean, they've all got different drones. Now, if you watch Chris's and then you watch one of the other guys, even though they're filming in the same place, it's the editing, it's the composition of the way that it's put together, it's the music that you use. It's like me, I do the baking vlogs, but Pixie films it and he edits it for me. I don't know how to edit. Lol, just bring a glass with the special offers. I am drinking 3 cans of Guinness at a time. You see it in my last video, Pixie. And if you like motorbikes, I can bring you around on the back of mine.
I want to get on handlebars. Sit on handlebars while you're zooming round.
Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. Just going back to that, if you were on the back of Fast and Fearless's bike, you could do the follow me thing on the drone.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Pixie's drone has got the capability is you just send it up in the air, and if you sort of like, let's say, riding pillion on the back of a motorbike, it's got the follow me feature where it'll follow you, you know. I didn't actually, Alex. You mean when you were editing the thing? I mean, I'm a dork when it comes to, you know, you mean the editings and everything that you've done on the vlog that you did. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's same as I say, Pixie. It's not just the way the vlog is put together. Can we follow the drone home if we get lost?
back
oh yeah. We see Pixie started putting that like he did in my vlog. You know, subscribe. He put the subscribe thing on it.
You coming in?
You coming? And this is what I'm saying. People all edit different ways.
It's for subscriber animation.
Yeah, I've just read that out.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, that was the first time when I did the vlog a few days ago that Pixie had put like the subscribe thing in for me, and I'd sort of seen his, and he'd put it in his, and I said, oh, you know, can you do that for me? But like Pixie said to me the other day, you've got to sort of start learning to edit, and then, you know, you sort of not waiting of me editing your vlogs. You know, you can sit down, you can do it in your own time, you know, this, that, and the other, and you're sort of not relying on me, A, for filming it, and 2, for editing it as well. But it is, you know, every individual person does things their own way and in their own fashion, let's just say. You know, it's a case of each person is individual. You know, and I find as well with Pixie, the choice of music, like he always asks me, like when he's done the filming of the drone, you know, with the drone, and what did you think of it?
Should be able to edit it. Oh.
Well, there again, yeah, Ruby. I mean, it's just a case of you send the video either to me or to Pixie. Well, he'll be editing. Hey, Bella's here. We're just saying, Bella, you know, like, what is everybody's plans for 2019? And have you got any you know, what have you got any sort of upcoming vlogs, or have you got anything planned, or I bet my coffee's cold. Sorry.
That's why I didn't do you one.
Yeah. Yeah. Same as Pixie says, just send him the video, we can edit it.
Yeah, but it cost me £5 grand. How expensive is it?
Put you on the back burner to be paid. Well, if it's any consolation, we'll put you in touch with Eagle VP. Does that compensate or? But anyway, same as I say, you know, are you doing any collabs? Are you sort of got any vlogs that you're particularly excited about doing? You know, good morning.
Good morning. 2 weeks away and I forgot how to do it.
You know. Morning.
Here, it's white as anything outside with ice. Is it cold?
Oh. I don't know about ice, but it's very dull and dismal.
Everything's white. All the grass and everything.
Yeah. Carla's put, there she is. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Very much. Must be a good paint job.
Oh dear. And I watched the lantern lighting, you know, the Christmas thing that put in the group, and I sort of says, oh, I bet you were really disappointed when only 2 of the lanterns went up out of the sea.
I mean, it was just a laugh, you know. Shirley's caught fire. Everybody's caught fire. I kept laughing at everything. You know what I'm like. Whatever happens, I laugh. My Becca trying to get it up in the air.
Yeah, but funnily enough, I mean, I had to titter to myself. Becca's was the one that caught in the tree and caught fire last year.
Yeah.
Yet she was the first one that went up successfully.
I know.
You know what I mean? You know, I thought
I'd put a few bits. I mean, obviously you don't put all your Christmas memories, but I thought I'd put a few bits so you can see what I did, you know.
Yeah. I mean, same as I said earlier on to Carla, I says, as much as you love go visiting, it's always nice to get back home.
Oh, my goodness. Do you know, sometimes I think to myself, people say such nice things to me. Oh, you don't look your age. You don't look your age. I tell you, when I got home, I felt 90.
but there again, Bella,
I love it.
You wouldn't change it for the world. You wouldn't not do it, if you know what I mean.
See what I mean when I say to you, I can't live stream when they're about. You see what they're about like when I'm talking to you.
But to me, I mean, that makes it all the more worthwhile. I mean, like when you did the birthday video for Kate, and I just loved how they were London were repeating everything that you said, and then Savannah chimed in, you know what I mean? And I just, you know, it was part and parcel of the video to me.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought, should I redo it and do it? And I thought, no, I'll put it up with the kids. She'll like.
And I think Kate, that made it all the more special for Kate.
Yeah,
you know, thought they were cute. It just made the day.
Well, when have sprouts popped out yet?
What?
Okay.
Oh, Fast and Fearless is talking to you, saying one of the lads, look, I gave shout out on my last video, and he only got a drone and got a few nice videos around Cork and Kerry. But you know, I mean, Carla were in agreement with me when she says she loved Ireland, she loved every minute of it, but she were glad to get home. And it was like us, we fell in love with Isle of Wight, you know, but
Isle of Wight will be home.
As much as we love it, you know, we were just glad to get.
I think the difference is, I go places and all, you know, as much as I love it, I'm glad to be home. There's no doubt about it. But my heartstrings, some of my heartstrings are down there. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's different that way.
I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons. I mean, it's because your daughter's there, and it's part of you. It's part of you. You know, it's part of your life.
Yeah.
So, you know, you love you love being with them, but then again, it's always
I
nice.
love it up here because I love the friendliness of it up here. I love my house. I love my actual house. You know, it's. But the house doesn't come before the. It's just a big. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Bella. Yes, and Mr.
I cry every time I leave them. You know.
Yeah.
They cry. They were both crying yesterday. It's so hard when they're crying and you're leaving, you know?
Yeah, it does. It tugs on your heartstrings. Yeah. But same as you said, you talk to them on a daily basis.
Every
it's not.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you talk to them on a daily basis. It's not as if you.
Which is easy.
You're never going to see them again, even though it, you know, as hard
in a couple of months I'll see them again.
Yeah, as hard as it is, you know.
I do see them.
It's not like, you know, you're never going to see them again or anything like that. You know, it's.
I do see them. I appreciate it. But and the thing with the Skype is I've got an off button.
No,
They come at 6:30 in the morning and they get me eyelids. Are you awake, Nanny? Are you awake, Nanny? Is she awake? I don't know. Are you awake?
Oh dear.
But it was nice. It's nice. I'm tired though, Jeanette. I'm very tired.
I mean, like you were saying yesterday about the, you know, the pain that I've been terrible with mine. Ruby, she says, Bella, my family cries when I come to visit.
Oh, Ruby, I'm sure they don't.
Hey, Kate, you know, Kate James, not the Kate.
Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year to you too. Okay, that's okay. Mine eyes when I visit. But you know, it's. I think a lot of mine though, Bella, is the weather.
I do now.
Yeah.
But I thought this shoulder thing I've got. I mean, when I read it up, it said it really hurts, and then the pain goes, and then it comes back as something like a stiffness, and that seems to be what's happening. But I think it's because I was really cold. I mean, it's a long journey for a start, and the weather's really cold. I'm just going to have to just go with it.
You see, the problem I had last night, Bella, mine were like here in my collarbone, it rear in my neck, and then also like, you know, the spine bit in the back of my neck. Yeah. That's been my problem.
Yeah. That's very similar to where mine is. But the thing is, if you've got something, I've got it. And if I've got it.
But you see, as you know, I have that Algicel cream. And Chris always puts the cream on for me, obviously, because it's my back and my neck and everything. Yeah. And sort of, as you were putting it on last night, I kept saying, oh, don't press on that bit too much.
Yeah.
He said to me, well, that bit actually feels warm. You see, that's the thing with mine. I can always tell when I'm sort of what I call
inflammation, isn't it?
Yeah, when I'm getting like a flare up because everything feels hot to the touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm hoping it'll calm down a bit, but it is what it is, isn't it, girl?
Well, that's it, you know, as we say, we carry on regardless. Hiya, Kenneth, how are you?
Hello.
You know, we just push through and push on. And same as I was saying earlier on, Bella, you know, as sort of as motivation for this year is we're going to get out a lot more. We're going to get out and visit, like come to you and Bars and visit Dennis and Emma, and we want to get out a bit more.
It'd be nice if we could have like a meet up again and everybody meet.
Yeah. It's finding out. I mean, same as I said at the last one, it's finding somewhere where the boys can fly their drones, where us that are less able can just sit and have a natter, and you know, I mean, an ideal situation would be to hire a hall of some sort, or like a tea room, or you know what I mean, something where us ladies that don't want to go out and about, that can just sit round, have a natter. If the boys want to go out flying the drones, that, you know, they can bugger off while we sort of sit and have a natter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like that.
Yeah, Fast and Fearless says I have to visit loads of places: Scotland, England, Isle of Wight. The only problem is coming up with the money. But you see,
ditto.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we feel you struggle because we're exactly the same.
You know where I want to go?
Where?
I want to go to Scotland.
Yeah,
mountains.
Yeah, Fast and Fearless says he wants to go to Scotland as well. Hiya, Barra Boy, how are you?
Barra Boy!
You know, and what you got planned for your channel, Bella? Are you going to do collabs? Are you going to...
I want to... did you see my video yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
So it's like, I want to carry on with the makeup because that's my thing. But I want to do more requests. I want to do more, can you do this? So that I'm interacting with my friends more, you know. So I'd like to do more requests. I'd like to do more collabs. And I'd like to do more touching on certain subjects. Because getting older is not just about makeup and skincare, is it? It's about how you feel about yourself and...
Yeah. I mean, you know, when I was sort of watching yours yesterday, when you were talking about, you know, you've not got a lot of self-confidence and everything, I sat with a tear in my eye, because there again, aren't saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of my size, because of my disability,
yeah.
I don't feel self-confident. I haven't got the confidence to say, well, yeah, I can do this. You know what I mean? It's Carla says she loved the time in Scotland and England, Edinburgh and London were fabulous. You know, it's knowing your capabilities. And I sort of said to Chris yesterday, you know, I'd love to be able to visit, you know, and sort of walk around these places, but I know that I know my physical capabilities, and I know I can't do that. I mean, it's like I was watching a program yesterday, and they were visiting the Great Wall of China, and to me, I was sat in awe of watching that. You know what I mean? I'd love to be able to do that, but I know that I couldn't physically do it.
Yeah.
But it's on me.
Yeah, Carla says I lack confidence too. No one believes that, but it's true. We see this. This is what we're talking about,
across, isn't it?
I mean, it's same as I've always said to Bella, Carla. You see here, seeing this, but Bella knows the struggles I have in me, you know, when the cameras is turned off. You know, anybody that knows me knows the struggles I have when the camera's turned off. It's okay for people to sit there in front of a camera, but they don't know the real struggle that's going on behind that.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's like the mind's willing, but the body's not capable. You know, that's what I always say. I'd love to, same as I said, go to visit the Great Wall of China, you know, go here, go there, go wherever. You know, there's a lot of places I'd love to visit, but you can't physically do it. And it's so frustrating that, you know, your mind wants to, but your body's not able to do it.
I know. It's hard. And if you do, mine's all about, I mean, it's all about people, and people have to they have to accept. They don't have to accept. I can visit anywhere. I can get anywhere, but I can't do the trekking when I'm there. So if I go anywhere, people have to come to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can't do
Yeah.
that. And sometimes I feel that that's a bit of a burden. You know, what I'm asking other people to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like walking into the unknown with Jay. I mean, he goes out to exploring and he do, you know, you know, we'd invited Pixie, we're going to this place or we're going to that place. You're quite welcome to come with us. And you know, Jeanette, you're welcome too. And I says, yeah. And I said exactly the same as what you did. Well, if I were to come, I'd be a burden to everyone because I can't walk very far. You know, I'd be holding them back, in other words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, well, I'd said to Chris, well, you know, you go and do it. You know, I don't mind you going and doing it. But I feel like, you know, everybody's going to be saying, we'll wait for Jeanette or, you know. And I just feel like it's better if he goes on his own than I'm not being a burden and holding everyone back.
Yeah. With me, I know, I mean, I've got more mobility than you have, Jeanette. There's no doubt about that, a lot more. But I know my limitations. It's like the kids were saying, "Oh, come to Blue Water," which is great big. It's one of the biggest in Europe, shopping centres in Kent. Come to Blue Water. And I said, "Oh, don't feel like it today. You know, you lot go off and enjoy yourselves and I'll sit and catch up with me soppy programmes." You know, I tried to...
Yeah. I mean, Carla's I spent 3 years in a wheelchair. I also spent 10 months of 2017 in physiotherapy, just fighting to walk. I do understand between that and lack of confidence and depression. And that, she says she became a hermit. And that's exactly how I feel I've been in 2018.
Yeah.
I've got two stuck in a rut. I said, well, it'd be simpler if I stayed here, you know, you go and do what you want to do, and I'll just sort of, in essence, sitting on the sidelines, watching from the sidelines.
I understand.
You know, and it does give you that sense of being a burden.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, but each and every one of us knows his capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I've said I want to get out more this year. You know, if it's just visiting yourself and Baz, if it's just visiting Emma and Dennis, it's getting me out. It's getting me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than sitting here or live streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
It's just a case of, I want to push myself to get out a bit more. Yeah, I might not be able to go far as when I get there, but
at least you're out.
Yeah.
At least you're out there.
You know, I mean, it were like in 2018, the only places I sent to go were the doctors and the hospital. Yeah. And obviously the physiotherapists. They were the only places I went.
Birmingham?
Well, yeah, we went to Birmingham, but you know what I mean? And Ruby just says often I feel isolated, even when I'm with people. You know, it's hard for me to explain. You get, and as I just said, you get stuck in that rut where you feel it's easier for you to sit, you know, stay at home.
Yeah.
You know, you feel it, you don't push yourself to get out that comfort zone.
Yeah.
Hiya, Emma, how are you?
Hi, Emma.
You know, and it's same as I've said. I mean, me and Chris had this discussion yesterday. I'm going to get out a bit more. You know, I'm determined. I'm not going to let it hold me back. I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah.
You know,
I've said exactly the same.
I mean, I know Emma. I mean, I know Emma's just come in, but Emma goes through the same struggle: self-confidence, depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, and her own personal health problems.
I think people tend to read you from what you look like. I mean, if you see Emma in the chat, she's chatty, she's funny, she's just joking, she does her singing, she's got a beautiful voice, and that's what people see. Like you just said, people don't see behind the screen. They don't.
Yeah.
You know what you might like.
They don't see what happens on a daily basis. Exactly. Once that camera's turned off.
Yeah.
You know, people. It's the same as I say. It's like you and me. You put that air of self-confidence on. You know.
Yeah.
You put your makeup on, but inside, yeah. It's
colours. Yeah.
You know, it's people don't see that the fact sometimes you're crying on the inside. You know, you're full of pain. People don't see that pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's same as I've said. They just see, you know,
exactly.
You know, they don't see the struggles that when I get up to eat, just even like small things like getting up to go to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do, sweetheart. I do. I said, I know that Carla's exactly the same.
You know, and it's same as everything else. And I always say, and this is one of my favourite sayings: you never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know that you never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. Do you know, it's one of the reasons, and in the beauty community as well, there's some lovely people. There are some really lovely people, but I'm drawn to real people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And Carla, she's got all the makeup, she's got as much expertise as any of the others, but she's real. Do you know what I mean? She's a real person.
I know what you're saying. I mean, it's like a case of, and that's why I love your channel, because, yeah, you know what you're talking about as regards to makeup, as regards applying it, all the beauty products and the hair products and everything. You know what you're talking about, but hi, Dennis, how are you? You sort of don't. That's the aim of your channel. It's beauty on a budget, not all the high-end stuff. Whereas you'd like to have the high-end stuff, but you can't afford it, and that's why you do it on a budget, because there are a lot of people out there that are struggling financial wise.
Yeah, there are. Exactly.
You know, and it just goes to show that you don't have to have thousands of pounds in the bank and this, that, and the other to look beautiful. You know,
I agree totally. I love you too, Carla.
And I'm same as Bella. I mean, to me, a friend is someone that cares about you and you care about them. No matter what the financial situation, no matter, you know, how big a house you've got, you know, hi, Obama, hi, Sharon. And Pixie's saying is always, you don't come to visit me house, you come to visit me. Not what my house looks like or what state my house is in. You come to visit me.
Exactly. Look at that silly sod. It's taken me 47 years to look like this. I just need another 20, then I'll be where I want to be.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it's true what they're saying. If you're, I mean, this is, you know, typical when Bella and Baz came to thing. First thing Bella did was put her feet up on sofa. You know what I mean? And that's what I loved about her. You know, she walked it. No, I tell a lie. First thing she said when she came in, you got a cup of tramadol. Because they're all that palaver with train station and everything. And then the blooming tramadol broke down, so they ended up getting a bus. The first thing she said as soon as she walked through the door was,
got a cup of tramadol.
I got a cup of tramadol. But what I loved about it was the fact that as soon as she sat down, she made herself at home. And I loved that she felt comfortable enough. You know, shoes were off, feet were up on the sofa. And you know what I mean? The fact that Bella felt that comfortable that she could do that.
Yeah, but you do with friends, don't you?
You know what I mean? And everyone knows, you know, I don't put no airs and graces on. I am who I am, you know, and I'm of this philosophy. You take me as you find me, or you don't take me at all. You know what I mean? I am a lady who travels.
I do. I'm not this posh, really.
Yeah. Yeah, my lady says, Jeanette, I'm listening everything you have said. I'm with you. I have the same problem. It's hard to keep going at times. And it is, it's true. You know, and it's and I always say a true friend will stick by you through thick and thin, no matter what hardships you go through. You know, they're there with you every step of the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same, you know, and we do have a laugh on here, and this is a wonderful channel, and Coffee Morning is wonderful, and I love it. But, you know, I've seen Jeanette in tears, she's seen me in tears, and, you know, that side behind the scenes, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. But this is it, and it's like... even over the past few days, I've had people ringing me up, you know, needing advice, you know, and wanting someone to listen to them.
Oh, sweetheart. Look at Carla. Speak to you later.
Okay, then, Carla. See you. I hope you feel better soon. I really do.
Love. Bye.
Sharon's put whispers to Pixie's channel. Wonder what Jeanette Pickering means by all back to normal.
Yeah, we're never normal. We're back to our normal.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I mean, like on the New Year's Eve one, I started off right at the very end, and I says, you know, I thanked everybody for being here with me through this journey. I reached 2 goals. I reached the 1K mark. I got the monetization, and I got a bit emotional. But that's who I am. And I cried and I says, you know, without everyone,
not emotional. I can't believe that.
You know, thanking everyone and saying, you know, without you, I wouldn't be where I am.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, Bella knows that when I got monetization, I wrote my eyes out then, you know what I mean? It was, I'm just curious as what she considers normal.
And you, Dennis.
I'm here, Dennis.
Well, I meant like back to normal. It's the 2nd of January. Most people are going back to work, etc. You know, the Christmas holidays are over. It's back to some sort of normality, let's just say.
Or as my Baz said in the excitement of the new year, oh, Neighbours is back tomorrow.
He don't still watch that rubbish, does he?
He does. He does. Oh.
Oh dear. And no, it wasn't the drink that made me emotional.
No, it wasn't.
Dennis says, no, it wasn't. Christianette got emotional over me. Yeah, I were all right, Emma. I mean, I weren't drunk. I mean, I can't speak for other one, like, but Fast and Fearless says life is never easy for most of us behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm still struggling, thinking I'm soon going to have my second anniversary of my 40th birthday. I know he's not that old. If one is normal, you shouldn't be watching these channels. Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, the Facebook group, I mean, when I sort of welcome new members to the group, everyone just puts, welcome to the Madass. I mean, I don't know why that is, you know what I mean?
I do.
I can't for life on me think what gives them that impression that it's a Madass. Oh yes, Dennis, and he has had his ears shaved, but not all off. Do you want to come and show Dennis your baldy head?
Hey, Blicky Bissy!
He has had it shaved, but not shaved it all off. Lol, Chris. Well, I had to polish it this morning. But yes, I did shave his hair yesterday, and well, just put it this way: the amount of hair that came off, I fitted it in an ashtray because I'd got him sat here, ashtray on the table at side of me, and I thought, well, to save, you know, sort of hoovering it up or sweeping it up off the floor, I'll just catch it in my hands.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just put it in the ashtray. It was easier to hire all sorts. How are you? So yeah. I mean, as I always say to him, every time he has it cut, Bella, it gets less and less. Let's just say.
Yeah.
I'll have to shave it soon.
I know. So is Baz still in bed?
Of course.
He's a lazy
I thought
bitch.
I'd say it quietly just in case he was.
Baz, wake up!
It's reminding me little duty room.
So yeah, you know, and I couldn't think of a title. I thought just put all back to normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? Van's just pulled up.
Oh, is it that lot?
Yeah. Sharon's has been back coffee time.
Oh, has it been out yet?
No, they're just backing up. It's all right. You know what Van I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
It's all right. He's looking out the window and, you know, where they're going, what they're doing.
Chris's mates.
He's keeping his beady eyes on them.
I've got a lot of tidying up to do with the lazy gets.
But you see what it is as well. Obviously, you know, round us, we're surrounded by a lot of trees. And obviously the leaves have fell off the trees, but they get a lot on the footpath. And Chris is sort of concerned if I do have to go out because the leaves is falling onto the footpath and the leaves is wet and everything. He's scared that, I mean, you know, I'm not good at walking anyway.
No, I go outside every day.
But the fact that, you know, you're walking on slippery leaves as well. Hiya, Thomas. How are you? White Rose Adventures has come into the
what
light.
I was going to say, if I can say, I was just thinking about our Emma here, and I know she doesn't like being on camera, and that's fine because it took me yonks. I'm just wondering if the three of us could have a hangout.
I mean, you know, I'll be up to talk privately. I mean, not a live stream hangouts, obviously a private hangout. You know, they'd only be the three of us, yeah.
Just be the three of us, and you know, it would just be nice to get to know you that way too. You haven't ever got to come. Well, this is Jeanette's channel; it's not mine, but you know, you ain't got to come on near. But just the three of us, and it would be private. It would be nothing to do with this, you know.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to do with YouTube or anything. It'd just be the three of us.
Yeah.
You
so
know,
if you feel up to that.
I mean, same as Bella says, we don't like putting anybody under pressure to do anything. You know what I mean? And we understand fully that, you know, Emma don't want to come on the live stream, you know, on camera. And this goes back to what we were talking about earlier on, like a self-confidence, anxiety. Yeah, that would be nice. I will have to get hangouts and sort that out, Bella. You know, same as we've said. I mean, the amount of people that we've done, you know, private hangouts with, it's just same as Bella says, getting to know you. You know, it's just, you know, we've all got that anxiety. We've all got that, you know, not being in a good place, etc., etc. And I said to somebody yesterday about psychiatrists and things like that. You know, often talking, well, not strangers, but, you know, often talking to strangers, because when I went through my weight loss surgery, I had to go and see a psychiatrist. I'll tell you that, you know. It's just washing the pots, Dennis. When I went through the weight loss surgery, when I was going through the process of weight loss surgery, I actually had to go and see a psychiatrist. And it's a case of they talk to you, not just about the you know, the process of the surgery, etc. They have got to determine whether you're making the right decision when you're you know, the reasons why you're doing it, and that you're in the right frame of mind to go through that process.
Mick had to go through the same.
Yeah, and it's you know, you're gonna struggle afterwards. You know, you've got to go through a process where you can only drink like liquidized stuff, and then you go on to the next. You know what I mean? It's like they're not just thinking about your physical well-being; they're thinking about your mental well-being as well. And I says to this person that I was talking to, I you know, I talked about a lot of things that weren't related to the weight loss surgery, knowing that person was a psychiatrist and a person that knows, you know, depression, anxiety, you know, and all this stuff. You know, and it's part of your mental well-being as well as your physical well-being. So Emma says, I'll come on camera soon. I just want to lose some weight and feel confident. If you get me, as I've gained. Yeah, I understand fully, Emma. But I mean, same as we've said, we don't want to put you under any pressure or, you know, saying you've got to do this or you've got to do that. And it's, you know, I mean, Carla, which is Real Chicks TV, I says to her earlier on, I mean, considering the nature of the job that she does,
you
know, in front of the camera, blah, blah, blah. And she said she's never live streamed. You know, and I, you know, it is all about confidence or the lack of confidence, the low self-esteem. It sort of all goes hand in hand with one another. Hi, WrestleMania, how are you?
if you feel about yourself, it's like I put on a lot of weight this year, Emma, and it's because I normally watch myself because I am a really tiny person. Jeanette will tell you I'm very small, and when I put on weight, a pound to me is like £4 to somebody else because I'm so small.
Yeah.
And I put on a lot of weight, and you know, I got ready to pack my bags and going down because we went to my daughter's at Christmas, Emma, as you know. And all I can think is my head is everybody was like, "Oh, lovely to see you, lovely to see you." You know, not my kids because they come up and see me all the time, but the rest of the family. "Oh, it's so nice. You look great. How do you feel?" And you know, but in my head, everyone's saying it's fat and she fat and she fat. You know, and I know it's not. It's just how I feel. You know, about it's stupid. I know it's stupid, but it's just how I feel about myself, I suppose.
It's like this, Bella. I mean, when I made the decision to go forward with the weight loss surgery,
that's a brave decision.
The first thing that they ask you, and the question is, who are you doing it for?
Yeah.
That is the most important question that they ask you. Who are you doing it for? Yeah. And I sat there and I says, well, I know you want me to run off a list. Well, I'm doing it because my husband thinks I'm fat, or I'm doing it for my son because he thinks I'm fat, and blah, blah. And I says, there's only one person's opinion that's important to me, and that's my own.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for myself, not for anybody else. Not because my husband thinks I'm fat, not because my son thinks I'm fat. I'm doing it for myself. You know, I've had the problem with the arthritis. I'm one of these, Bella. You know, I walk with a walking stick. I could easily sort of give up and say, right, you can push me around in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But I refuse to do that. Yeah. I want to get wherever I've got to go. It might not be very far, but I want to get there on my own steam.
Yeah. It's like yesterday, and I get quite narky as well because my arms got bad again. I was doing the washing, and I've got like the maiden in the kitchen, you know, in the corner where I put the washing over. And because I'm doing it with one arm like this, so Beth said, "Here, to come up and do it." I said, "No, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. I'm doing it."
Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, you know the problem I've had with my hand, Bella, and it's like got as low. It's like near enough useless now.
Yeah.
I'm getting the pain all in my little finger. I'm getting the pain in my thumb. And a lot of times when I'm I sit there, you see, this is one of the reasons why he's washed the pots, because he knows I'm sat here live streaming. Otherwise, I'd be washing the pot.
Yeah.
So he's done it, and it's like, when I was doing the baking the other day, obviously I used the big dishes and everything, and you can see like what I'm like having trouble to like grip the bowls and everything. So as soon as the filming's done, the first thing I do, Bella, is wash the pots.
Yeah.
And he's sort of saying, well, you go in there, I'll do them. And I keep saying, no, I'm doing them. I do struggle with the big glass bowls because they're too heavy and I can't grip them.
Yeah. It's with me, I do as much as I won't touch the oven. I don't take stuff out of the oven because I know, even as stubborn I am, I know that I could hurt myself. Do you know what I mean? So if I cook something, Baz puts it in the oven and takes it out of the oven, I'll give up on that one. But
oh, I've got something to show you as well.
Something to show me.
Well, you know,
what?
You know, when I did the lemon drizzle and I got the burn.
Yeah.
I said again.
Oh, bloody hell! Is that the oven?
Yeah, that was the tin.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't do. Oh no.
I says to Chris, I says, I better not show that, Bella, or she'll be banning me from oven.
Oh, that's what I mean. That's why I Don't do it. You shouldn't
It
be doing
weren't actually
that.
going it out to oven. It were actually when it was out. I don't know what I did, but I caught it on edge at tin anyway.
Oh.
So, but I mean, at least it weren't as bad as last time. I didn't drop it on my tummy and have this great big whacking blister. And,
Oh God.
but I know what you're saying about, you know, you don't go near the oven or I'm saying I'm sort of getting that way. You know what I mean?
I just think like because I do like my shepherd's pie. I mean, imagine dropping that.
So it's all right. White Roses says, "Have you got the gardeners in?" They are like what they call, well,
they're not even landscapers.
Landscapers.
Who don't know what
you know what I mean? They're supposed to tidy the estate up and pick. Well, they actually blow the leaves.
Oh, they've done.
Yeah, they've pulled up. They've sat in the van. They've not done anything, and now Chris has just said they've gone.
I must say, our maintenance crew on this estate are really good. They are really good.
You see, it's probably because the fact that it's the 2nd of January, it's the first day back. They're sort of making it look like they've done something, but they haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They are very, you know. You see, this is what gets me. This is what gets me mad about it. When Chris was off sick that time when he were working, and he actually went out with a drone. That was the first time he'd ever been out while he's been sick. He hadn't been out out to house for 2 weeks, and the first time he goes out with a drone, somebody rings his boss up and says, "Oh well, he were in part flying his drone."
Oh.
You know what I mean? This is
nothing better to do with their lives.
This is one of the things that got him mad about it. You know, he says the amount of times he says I could have gone to the boss and said, "Well, you know, when they were supposed to be working and they sat playing cards in this shed or they're playing cards in that shed." He says the amount of times I could have done that, and he says, "Right, that's it." You know, in future, if I see him skiving up, he says, "I'm going to report them."
Yeah, I'm just looking here. Emma, you've come so far with your weight loss. She looks amazing. She does. Did you see the photos? I think it's a profile photo now of her and Pixie. She's a right glamour puss.
You see, this is why, like when when on Facebook, when the memories come up and it's like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
that's why I share them, because I'm so different now to what I was then.
Like you, yeah. Yeah, you can see the difference in your face. Even though you used to do makeup, you'd look nice with your makeup. You can see the difference now in your face and the shape of your face and everything. And you put makeup on really well, you'll be giving me a run for the
yeah. Well, you know what I said the other day, Bella? I mean, you're the beauty diva, but I don't do any preparation. I just put, like, I've had a problem with a few spots. I just put a bit of concealer on. I do the foundation, and I do sort of, the foundation I've got tends to be a bit shiny, if you know what I mean. So I get the big makeup brush and I like dab it where it's shiny, or where I can see, like, you know, the shininess in my face. I do tend to put a bit of the powder on, just to, long dark hair suits you as well, Jeanette. But you see, how can I put it? It got to the point where, obviously because of my mobility and everything issues, I couldn't do anything with it. And it will getting to be a chore doing my hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I do the, you know, the concealer and the foundation. I do dab a bit of powder, you know, because I tend as well, you know, like on my forehead. It does. That's the only part of me. I mean, the rest of my skin's quite dry, but I always find that my forehead is always greasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you sort of had to compensate for this bit being dry, but that bit's greasy, if you know what I mean. And I didn't do anything really special, Bella. I just sort of, you know, I do the
really nice in it that night. Your outfit, everything. You looked really nice.
I sort of, well, I did the sort of, you know, like how the base bit here, and then like a middle bit, and then sort of like something to blend it in. That's basically all I did.
I could see you'd done it because it's the first time really I've seen you fully made up like that, and you did look really, really lovely, and it was really well done too. And I'll tell you if it wasn't, you know what I'm like.
But you see, the thing is, I'll tell you something. You know, I don't wear makeup very often, and that particular night, I'd got the mascara and everything on, but I knew about it because it was making my eyes run, and I couldn't, and I haven't wore it for a long time, or don't wear it all that often, because it was like, when I first put it on, it was like stinging the eyes and making me the eyes run and whatever. It's called wash and go fast. He washed it and it went. Oh, Thomas has been and got a wetsuit. Wild swimming is taking up. So yeah, you know, I mean, it were a case of I just put it on, you know. I mean, I didn't do anything special, or, you know.
Well, it's done really well.
And I tell you what else I use, Bella. You know, like normally I put like a bit of blusher here on me jaw line. Well, whatever you call it. But I found like a shimmer thing, and I put a bit of that on instead of blusher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you put it exactly the right place, because a lot of people who don't wear makeup a lot wear it, but they place it, they don't put it in the right place.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll do like two big blushes here, whereas you you put your makeup where it's supposed to go.
The Aunt Sally look, as I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look closely, that bit there, it seems a bit like what I call chubby. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can see that outline there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're supposed to see that. That's contour. You're supposed to see that.
Yeah, I know that, but I sort of wanted. I didn't want people to see that contour as much. Let's just say.
No, that's the shape of your face. That's your bone structure. That's good. That's good.
But you know what I mean? And it were a case. Yeah, I mean, I do have a bit of redness in my face, and I wanted to sort of down tone that redness. Let's say. You know what I mean? I didn't want that sort of redness to show through. And I thought, well, you know, I've always got a bit of redness on under my nose. I don't know why. Oh, there, I've always got that bit of redness there as well.
My redness is here. Up here, like there. And sometimes on my chin. I get red there.
But you see, the thing is as well, Bella, I mean, you probably don't very often see it. But you know, when I've got like a steaming headache and whatever, I get like a red. Can you sort of see it a little bit there now?
Not
I
really.
always get that like a red patch here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like when my sinus is playing up and I'm sort of starting with a headache and things like that. I get like well, I'll not tell you what Chris calls it, but like a redness there.
I can imagine what Chris calls it.
Yeah.
Knowing Chris.
Yeah.
What?
No, what you call when I get that redness right here, when I say, he'll say, you've got that red patch coming. He says, I bet you've got an headache coming. But he calls it something, but I'm not saying what he calls it. And if you're wondering what the noise is in background, Callum's watching the wrestling.
That's loud.
Yeah, it is a bit too loud, Callum.
Time, I can't see the time.
Oh, Ruby says she's found green. I've never heard of a green foundation.
Yeah, it's a base. It's the colour corrector.
Oh, yeah. Well, same as I say, I've always been the same though. I've always sort of had the rosy cheeks, let's just say.
Brett's up.
Hi, darling, you all right?
Afternoon.
Hey up, Bars, and for once, Callum's up before you.
Actually, I've been up for a while. I've just been listening to you lot. So I've had a text message off a certain person.
Yeah. Well, well, going back to the, you're not safe around ovens and everything. I was washing the pots the other day, and I've got like this serrated knife, and it's not as sharp as the new knives that Chris bought me. And I was washing up, and I went, ooh. So he says, "What you done?" I says, "I think I've cut my finger." I says, "It's a good job it weren't one of them sharp knives, so I'd probably sliced the end of my finger off." Because as you know, I'm not very with feeling in this hand. So then I sat there last night and I'm thinking, oh God, that don't half come keen. And I was looking, I'm thinking, now have I got a splinter or something somewhere? Because it was like one of them keen, and then I sort of sat there, and you know what my memory's like, and I'm thinking, have I got a splinter now? Where have I been round to get a splinter in my finger? And then I sat there and I went to Chris, I went, oh, I says, when I says I thought I'd cut my finger the other day, and it's right on the tip of this finger, and it weren't half sore, and I couldn't for life on me think what I'd done. What I thought I'd got a splinter and couldn't remember, and that's me just lately. I do things and look at.
Supposed to be rain. She's got a picture of a little brolly.
Hi, Ian, how are you? Happy New Year.
Bit late for that.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, but it's past first.
Yeah, second. It's still early enough. The second. It's only the second of the year.
Well, Callum,
what are you on about?
Callum's philosophy is it's the 2nd of January. It's gone past the New Year.
No.
But I mean,
New Year to you and Sophie too, Ian.
It's I put the title all back to normal because same as we said, everybody's like going back to work, and
I'm not. I'll go back to school.
I know. We know. We know you're not back to normal yet. I'm sure it's Tuesday you go back, Callum, not Wednesday. Callum swear blinds it's Wednesday he goes back to school, and I'm saying
Tuesday.
Yeah, because if I remember rightly, you should have been back on the Monday, but they've training again.
No, some of ours go back like down south. My boys have got to go back Thursday.
Well, same as I say, Callum thought it was 9th. But I'm almost sure it's Tuesday. I'm going to have to check the website because they've got a teacher training day on the Monday. Why they put it on to end an already extended holiday, I don't know.
I don't know why. I think it's stupid them going back Thursday. Why 2 days? Why not just start again on the Monday? I don't know.
It is a bit silly, really.
It is, but the nursery don't go back. Savvy's not going back.
So, some as I say, they have more holidays than a little, and then again in February they'll be having another week off. But you see, the thing is, with schools, they never go. They're back like 6 weeks, and then they have another holiday, and then after February, it'll be Easter one. So you know, it's ridiculous, really. And Chris's philosophy is, you know, why can't they do the teacher training while they're actually off on holiday, rather than add it on to end of holiday and it interrupt kids' education?
I know.
You know, it makes me laugh.
Smoking and drinking anyway.
You know, they can find the parent if they take the children out of school for, let's say, holidays or whatever. So shouldn't the same apply to them? You know, shouldn't the same apply to them?
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? But they, you know, for every, I don't know how it works because we've never been fined, but anyway, I don't know whether it's for every week that you take them out of school, you get fined £60.
Well, Savvy's only nursery, so that's different. But when Becca went to Florida, I mean, it's so expensive in the 6 weeks holiday, so they didn't do that. So they took him out just before Christmas. She only come, you know, when she went to Florida. Yeah. But they had to pay for taking him out of school.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
And the thing is, during the 6 weeks holidays, the people bump the prices up.
I know.
So it is more expensive for you to take your children out during the 6 weeks holidays.
Because
paying more over the odds. You know,
said it worked out cheaper. Becca said it worked out cheaper, her going in the beginning of December and paying the fine for London school. Yeah. It would have done if she'd have booked the 6 weeks holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And a lot of people are coming to that same realisation that it is cheaper to pay the £60 fine than it is to actually pay the extra what it's going to cost you to take them away in the 6 weeks holidays.
Baz, Asda's is coming at 12. So, Littlewoods is delivering today. I've got a thing from Yodel.
Good luck with that one.
I know. Oh no. I'm gonna get Baz. Do you fancy taking over from me for a little while I go and get something to eat? Oh, come here, you miserable sod.
Yeah, Ian says it cost him £120 fine for taking Cody out in April, May. But on the flip side, it was going to cost £700 extra if you know, if the.
That's exactly the same as it was with Becca and okay.
And then I think a lot of parents come into that same realisation that it's cheaper to pay the fine. Hi, Andre.
I was going to do it for you.
No, I don't want anything to eat.
Oh, I'll just have another coffee then, please.
I'll not be long before I'm shutting it down, Andre. So, you know, maybe another time. But yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of people are coming to that same realisation. It's cheaper to pay the fine.
Yeah, it is.
Pay the extra on top of the holiday, what it's going to cost.
Yeah. But I think it's a bit mean, really, because you know that they must know the parents are going to pay that fine.
Yeah,
because the majority of parents couldn't afford to pay, like Ian said, the £700 more. So they must know they're going to make the money, mustn't they? You know what I mean? Now it's been fun.
It's just sent it says a strong worded email because they just come, sat in van and then buggered off.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, people are coming to that same realization. You know, it's It's cheaper to pay the fine. But that's what the tour companies do. I mean, we were lucky because Callum, we didn't go abroad, and we went in the 6 weeks holiday, and we sort of got that cottage at a reasonable price. So I mean, we weren't too bad. But I know a lot of people that have done that, Bella. They've paid the £60 fine rather than pay the pumped up prices, you know, and that's why the tour companies do it. Because they know that they're going to make more by bumping the prices up during this 6 weeks holidays.
I know.
You know, and it's a case of you know, financially it makes sense just to pay the fine.
I know. Sorry, I'm just.
But the thing is, when, like, let's say, for instance, families that have got more than one child and more than one child that they need to take out of school. Let's say a family that have got 3 children. Even then, if they only that's like only £180.
Yeah, once Savvy goes to school, they have to pay double.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a case of, even then, taking like 3 children out of school, it's still cheaper paying the fine than it is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you know, the bumped up prices, what the tour operators do when you're going abroad.
I know.
So yeah, you know, it's a case of it makes financial, you know, sense, really.
Oh, please don't. More. Please
no, gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, got some gloves on the way, look, I told you.
No, you never tell me.
I did, I told you.
Having a domestic.
His gloves off.
No, he's ordered some gloves from Wish. I'm wondering how many pairs he's going to get.
Yeah.
Just over a minute.
Like what? You've got about 6.
Oh no, we ended up with about 8 watches, I think.
Oh dear.
Put on, love, to wear.
I
Keep
know
your hands
that.
warm. What they for?
We're having a domestic.
You're not going to order some gloves and just have them on show.
No, it's important because he can use his phone, apparently.
Oh, it's similar to what Chris has got.
Yeah.
He's bought them so the think part can use the phone.
Yeah, Chris has got a pair of eggs. Do you want to get, I think one of yours is on the table. Yeah. Yeah. They Chris's look on the thumb, the index finger, and it's a bit worse for wear on that one, but with them like grey tips, it allows you to like to swipe your phone and things like that, as well as being a glove. And same as he says, they come in handy when he's flying the drone.
Bella looks like she's talking to God.
Hey up.
Who's that?
Ruby.
Basil's got his gloves on. But yeah, Chris has had them. I mean, you can tell he's had them ages because that one's got an hole in it. Why it's the middle one, I don't know.
Chris!
I say, look at that one. It's the middle one that's exceptionally wore out and all tattered and torn. I don't know why.
Yeah. Wonder what he's been doing.
I mean, you know, that's the thumb one, that's the index one, and that's the middle one, and that's exceptionally all tattered and torn and wore out. For some reason, the middle one.
He's just come in.
Yeah. Hiya, Jay. How are you?
Jay's just walked into middle finger part.
It says, right, good timing, Jay. You've just walked into the middle finger bit. Now, walking into the unknown with Jay is Aerial Views and Histories. It's his pal, and you know, we had a private talk the other night. Me, Steve, and Jay. You know, that's the guy that I said had invited us to go. You know, exploring with him.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody wants to support his channel, he's a great guy. You know, we had a laugh.
Doing the very thing at this moment.
He's not that dodgy like Chris. I know that for a fact.
He has got a drone. You know, and when we were having the conversation about us going exploring with him, and I says, it's all right, you lot would run off and leave me behind to explain what we're doing there and all that. You know, we're having a right laugh. And he says, all we ask of you, Jeanette, is bring the cake with you. You know what I mean? He said, we'll be satisfied with just the cake.
All done.
Okay then, Ian, see you later. Give me love to Sophie. And Happy New Year to you. I hope you've had a good one.
Happy New Year, Ian. Yeah, have a good one.
And as the title suggests, back to normality. Well, as normal as can be expected anyway. Exactly. It says we love cake. So yeah, I mean, if you want to, you know, if you're interested in that sort of thing, walking into the unknown with Jay, he's a lovely guy. He's down to earth like us lot. He's part of the community now, Bella. You know, I think Baz would find it interesting. Let's just say.
He'll do the same. I know he will.
Yeah, walking into the unknown with Jay. Yeah, he's a lovely fella. Same as I say, he's only been on YouTube a few weeks, you know, and I did this last time when he came in.
We all start somewhere.
Well, this is it, you know, and he was sort of saying to Pixie myself, have you got any tips, you know, as regards what I should do? Best thing we said is interact, come into chats, interact with everyone. And, you know, if, okay, then, Sharon, I'd not be on tomorrow because it's Thursday tomorrow. So I'll be on again Friday. Have a good day.
Bye, sweetheart.
Yeah. So, I mean, same as I say, if you want to subscribe to him, take a look at his channel. You know, it does support you back. So, you know, if you're into exploring and, you know, it's sort of exploring / droning, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I've supported you, and Jay, and I'll keep my eye on his channel.
If you want to type something in the chat, Bella, I mean, he'll support you back. Bella's channel is called Beauty on a Budget. Watch out for that guy, Pixie. Yeah, you've got to be careful of Pixie.
Yeah, I'm a dodgy dude.
Yeah, he's a dodgy geezer. But the thing is, I mean, I was sat there last night, Bella, and all I could hear was ga-ding, ga-ding, ga-ding. And I went, what's your phone doing keep dinging? And he says, I'm talking to Baz. I went, all right then. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same as I say, Jay is a nice fella. He's down to earth like us. And Jay, Beauty on a Budget, is Bella that's on the panel. Hi, Angel. How are you?
Hello, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
Sharon's put, shush, Bazbert, and I sneak off quietly when I see that rascal nearby. Yeah, you too, Sharon. So,
I love you.
So they were having a bit of a bromance going off last night.
Oh, I ignore the pair of them.
But I'm not going to tell tales out of what's it, but a certain person sent us a picture of you yesterday.
A picture.
Ah.
A picture of me.
I'm saying no more.
What picture did you?
She knows what I'm talking about. She shouted,
What
picture did you send of me yesterday?
I bet it's one of me falling asleep and snoring. He always sends it.
It was.
It was. We were fast asleep in the car.
Did we?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
Oh, dear. If you weren't having a mess that you will after this live stream.
I know.
I mean, my exact words were, "Oh, bless her."
He's a so and so, isn't he?
I know, but it you know, it were only between us.
Of course, I'm used to him.
Mm.
What's up, babe?
He's calling you babe now.
Crawling, bloody crawling.
I'm not crawling.
Where's
Because you were in a lovely, you had a lovely face when you sleep. I thought I'd take a picture.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to send one of the lovely faces you asleep tonight.
You look so peaceful and calm, and you know.
Where's it in the doghouse?
Well, it makes a change from us to be at doghouse instead of one of us, Bella.
It could have been worse. You could have been singing or, you know, snoring your head off, and then Ty taking a picture and slapping it everywhere.
Oh, me. It could have been worse. I could have been singing. What are you bloody saying about my singing?
Or talking in your sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, talking in your sleep.
Yeah. It's a good job I can interpret. Well, even though there's 11 in, I want a quiet word with Bella afterwards, if that's possible.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You know, back to the doghouse.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be out of the doghouse soon. And I messaged Baz and I says, did Tess put up much of a fight when it was time to go home?
Yeah.
Well, last night, because she loved chicken roll, that's a little treat, chicken roll. Well, because she's been round Mick, she's been having that carved breast of chicken, hasn't she? So she came home last night, I gave her a chicken roll, and she looked at me enough to say, "What's this crap?"
As if to say, "What? You've got to feed me that after I've been dining out on the best, the chicken and scrambled eggs, and where's my scrambled eggs to go with it? You know what I mean?"
I said, when we was coming home, we picked her up yesterday morning on the way home, and I said, "You haven't given her scrambled eggs this morning, have you?" I said, "Because I don't want to sit in the car with her for 5 hours after she's eaten scrambled eggs."
You know, I mean, my sort of thing I'd say to her, well, look, Tess, back to normality. You know, you're at home now. You're not on your holidays now. Back to normality. You're getting what you normally get when you're at home. You know, that was just a treat because you're on holiday.
It's so funny. She's so comical. She sits, you know, your glass oven door. If we cook sausages, she sits and stares at the oven the whole time they're in there. She sits right in front of the oven and just stares at it. You can see her face getting warm and everything. She just sits there staring.
Well, funny thing is, you know, like when we have the fish, whether it's battered or whatever it is, so I sit here on this table with my dinner. Well, Benny's on the footstool as we've got now, and he'll sit there and he's going, and then lifts his head up and looks at me, and then looks down at his fish as if to say, you know, when am I getting some?
You know, they do
And I'll
this.
sit there and I'll say, you can look all you like, Benny, but you ain't getting any. You know what I mean? He sort of looks down at plate at fish, and then he looks up at me and back down at fish, and then looks up at me again as if to say, I can see you've got fish on your plate. When you're going to finish them?
They're so intelligent, aren't they?
You know what I mean? And you can just see that look in his eyes.
No.
You can just see that look he's got in his eyes. And you sort of feel sorry for him. But then you've got to have that still resolve as if to say, well, this is my tea, Benny, not yours.
I know.
And
Mick was saying
eating it all, and it's human food, this is, not cat food.
she said to me, he said, I have to lift her up on the chair because he's got a special chair and it kind of lifts itself, you know.
Yeah, like a recliner that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuts forward. But when Tess was there, he didn't use it as a recliner because he was worried she'd get under the mechanism underneath.
Yeah.
So he didn't use it as a recliner. He said, I have to lift. She always wants to sit. He said, I have to lift her up on your chair. The chair. I said, no, you don't, Mick. I said, she'll jump up on the chair. She said, she can't. She's pushing me leg like this. I said, she can jump up on the chair. Put a bit of chicken roll on that bloody chair. So anyway, he did. She's up on it, isn't she?
She was swinging the lead, so to speak.
Swinging the leg. I can't get up.
Oh dear, because I had to laugh at Chris because when he's over in that corner, as you know, the computer chair has got arms on. Now, when he swapped them round for a while, so the one that he brought down from upstairs didn't have any arms on. So as soon as he brought the chair back down with the arms on, he's got Tucker one side and he's got Lucy other.
On the arms.
Yeah. one side on one arm and one other. So he gets up yesterday to go to the toilet, and his exact words were, it's a bugger when you've got to go to the toilet to get a bit of peace and quiet. You've got Lucy wanting to get on his knee from one side, Tucker on other trying to sort of, you know, vie for his affections. And he says, well, it's a bugger, he says, when you've got to go to the toilet just to get away from, you know, one wanted to come on and they're fighting to come on his knee, and you know what I mean. Yeah, and then lo and behold, he went to the toilet, just sat down, and who sat staring at him with Tucker. And he went, he says, bloody hell, he says, I can't even get a bit of peace and quiet when I go to the toilet.
That was this morning.
He says he's even followed me to the toilet. Well, I'll not tell you his exact words, but it was to the effect you can't even have it in peace.
I said to Rebecca, are you not going to get a little dog or cat or something? No, I'm not. I said, look, babies love animals. They should grow up with animals. No, I'm not getting animals. She said, oh, I'll get my goldfish. I said, that's not an animal properly. I'll get my goldfish. I said, I can't play with a goldfish.
Yeah, but I mean, you see, at the age that Savannah and London are at, it's giving that little bit of extra responsibility for them.
Exactly.
Be able to feed them and, like, you know, brush them and groom. It'll give them that bit more responsibility.
She won't.
When they grow up with them, I think they tend to.
I think my kids grew up with animals.
We see it like when I were a kid. I mean, we didn't have cats, but we always had one or two dogs.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, we more or less grew up with animals anyway. I mean, I even had a pony at one time, but it kept breaking out at field, so we ended up getting shut of it. Yeah. Wow. That's sort of where my love of horses come from. Because I've always loved horses, and same as I say, I had a pony, but my grandma owned a farm, you see. But I don't. It were right, tinker. If there were a way out, it'd find it. Let's just say.
What for? What for, darling? Nobody see you. Chris, Jeanette's seen an airy chest before.
We had this discussion with Emma because you're on about, you know how we've got the joke about wife swapping and Chris is swapping me for Emma and Dennis is swapping Emma for me. And, you know, it's all banter, you know, it's just a laugh. Well, you know, and I says, well, there's only one thing I've got to say, Emma. Do you like airy fellas? I says, because it's well airy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apart from his back. That's that thing that's only thing that's not airy. I'll tell everybody. I don't care.
It's all right, Jeanette. If he starts, just set fire to him.
Listen, you leave my honey bunny alone.
Oh, it can do that all by itself, Baz.
I've got my other wife sticking up for me now.
It's got more wives than it harem. That sounds on it.
I'm off.
Yeah, I'll raffle him off. Do you want me to just message me when you want me to give you a ring, Bella, and I'll speak to you.
What I'll do is I'll go downstairs. I'll put the laptop on, and we can do it on Messenger.
Yeah, either Messenger or Hangouts. I'm easy either way.
All right, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, speak to you later.
Bye, everyone. Happy New Year to you all. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Bella. It says Emma's just had to pop off as she's on the phone to her mum. She can hear you though. So yeah. I won't be going on for much longer because I've been going on a couple of hours, and you know what they say. I need to see a man about a dog, and we've got stuff to do, etc. So I know Paul's just come in and whatever, but I am going to shut it down. I'll not be on tomorrow because it's Thursday, so I'll be back again on Friday. So I hope to see you all here. Yeah, thank you very much, Ruby. I do appreciate it. And as I said on the New Year's Eve one, I do appreciate every single one of you. Bigger and better things for this 2019. So I hope you all stick with me. As I said, when I get to 1,500, and this might be of interest to Ruby, I'm going to give 2 sets of penis cutters, biscuit cutters away. So just, you know, putting it out there. I'm on nearly 1,400. So when I get to 1,500, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'll see you all on Fridays, hopefully. Bye. Love to everyone and Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.